Kila mtoto ana haki, haki ya maisha na kucheza, haki ya kusoma shuleni na kulindwa kila saa. I've got rights, you got rights, we all do. Right to learn and right to play too. No one should treat us wrong. Sisi ni watoto strong.
Welcome to Cheerleaders to Mtoto na Sheria Show, where we make the law simple for children to understand. My name is Blessed Barak Juma and I'm your host. Today, our focus, as you know, is about child trafficking. But what about child trafficking? Reporting child trafficking. So, do you know what reporting child trafficking entails? With ChildLine Kenya, we're going to get these full details about reporting child trafficking.
Sauti Zetu program is a training whereby we get to teach children how to be safe online, especially in this digital age. There are a lot of people that seek to harm children, to groom them. There are a lot of predators out here, and so we give them the skills to navigate the online space safely.
In Sauti Zetu training, they are being equipped with skills such as advocacy, online safety, basic photography and videography, content creation and public speaking.
Like a starter button to our sisters and brothers at home of the digital era.
So I think it's very important for children to be involved or brought for Sauti Zetu training because it's a digital world, and as we all know, we need kids to be safe online. As they do their work, as they browse online, they need to be safe.
Welcome to part 2 of child trafficking reporting process. Matasunda, to the people who didn't watch the part 1 of child trafficking reporting process, can you please introduce yourself?
Thank you, Blessed. My name is Martha Sunda. I work at ChildLine Kenya as the executive director.
So how are you guys able to maneuver and get to that one child who is in real great danger? And how are you able to differentiate? Maybe for example, there are so many calls, then you receive a call that is a fraud. But there is just that one child who the call has not been received and is in great danger. Yeah.
Okay, so we have a big number of counselors and calls come to all of them. Now, sometimes children call us to sing a song. Yes, and that is okay because with the time when they have trouble, they will also call to report an issue. That's funny. But yes, they're also building trust. And some of them don't have friends. So when they're able to get someone who will listen to them, they feel very good. And that is already therapy in itself. So we are happy to listen to the songs. But when you're dealing with that child, you will not take too long with them because there's someone else also waiting to be served. So you will listen to the song, congratulate them, and allow them to disconnect. Now, sometimes you're in a situation where you can't talk. You really can't talk because maybe the people around you will hear that story. And you do not want them to hear that story. It might cause you to be even in more danger. So we have also provided other options to reach the helpline so that you don't necessarily have to call 116. You can text. You can chat with us on social media. So because even now with CBC, of course, we're doing CBC. With CBC, we have digital learning. With digital learning, you have access to gadgets, you have access to internet sometimes. And maybe that is the only time you're feeling safe. So you just go online, chat with someone from ChildLine or send a message on Facebook with whatever details you're able to provide. Then we are able to assist you. Or you send a message on WhatsApp. And our WhatsApp number is very easy also. It is linked to our 116. And the number is 0722 116 116. Is that easy to remember?
Yes, it is.
You want to say it?
Yep.
Let's say it together. 0722 116 116. Yes. So kids, you have heard the number to call when you cannot use the 116 toll-free number is 0722 116 116. Very easy to remember. Yeah. So we try and provide all those opportunities so that any child who is able to or who needs help and is able to access any of those channels can be assisted. Okay. We also have children, by the way, who we call differently abled. So they can't talk. even if they have the phone or the number 116, but they can text. So we provide them that opportunity as well.
Okay, so maybe, let us say the children in the remote areas, maybe a child in Turkana.
Yes.
So they don't have access to, there's some schools, the schools in those places, maybe they lack the electricity, the gadgets, but they're doing CBC. They say they're doing CBC while they lack the equipments, the materials. So the child does not have access to anything, any gadget to call, and they're in places where also getting network is hard. So how are you guys going to help the child?
All right. So, like I said, children are everywhere, and where children are, adults also are there. So when we are doing our awareness creation or publicity, we also let the children know that there's a children officer in this area. Where is that children officer? Where is their office? There's a chief in this area. Where is their office? There's a police station. Now, even in school, see, there's the management of the school.
Yeah.
There's the head teacher, there's your teacher, in some schools they have the guidance and counseling teacher as well. So when you know you have a trusted adult, someone you can talk to, you don't have to call the helpline. You can go straight to that adult and talk to them. They will know how to deal with that situation or to reach us if they need help. But usually if it is a children officer, the chief, the head teacher, they already know who else can they work with to attend to this child. So there's help that is available for every child. And the helpline is just one option that can also be utilized for reporting. So children, remember, in your community, there's a children officer, there's a chief, even a sub-chief or an assistant chief. You have a medical facility, you have the school administration, head teachers, and other responsible adults in the community to whom you can report any concern or any issue affecting a child.
So for the children who are not able to access the gadgets or being able to call 116, you guys have had the options. We have the chief, we have the children officers, we have the school administration, we have trusted adults. Like, let me say we have help everywhere.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, Madam Martha.
Yes.
So you said that many children have been calling. So have you had a case of maybe a child calling about trafficking, and what have you done? Maybe can you just give us, not directly this case of the child that happened, because it's no good telling the exact case, but can you give us a simplified, or I don't know how you can say it, but a certain case?
Yes,
yeah,
definitely. We have many cases that have been reported of children who are trafficked. We already know what trafficking is. A child has been moved from one place to another, and they have maybe been lied to that they are going to go to school or get a better life, but when they get there, they are taken advantage of, or they are exploited. So one of the cases was of a girl who was brought to Nairobi from another country. They came from Uganda, and they were brought and told when they come here, they'll be taken to school because their family was poor. They were struggling to put food on the table, to go to school, to just provide. So their parents also were happy to release the girl to come and have an opportunity to go to school. And they were brought by a relative. It was an aunt who was coming to work here in Kenya. So she came with the child, and the girl was 13 years old. But when they arrived, they were told to just do the usual housework, cook, wash clothes, And the following day, the aunt who had brought her went to work. So according to this girl, she knows they are sorting out the issues, finding the school, buying her uniform, and then she'll go to school. But this never happened. She just continued working in this home, cooking, watching, and they had a baby, a 2-year-old baby. So she's taking care of the baby and doing the housework as well. There were other children in this family who were already going to school. So they would wake up every morning, she prepares them, and they go to school. And according to her, she still is waiting for her to be sorted out so that she can join them to go to school. But it never happened. Now, over time now, she started being punished. Oh, why is the child wet? Why is the food not ready by this time? So they started abusing her. Before they started abusing her, nobody raised issues. We didn't even know she was in that home doing that work. But when she started being beaten, she's crying, now neighbors called. But they were calling us not to say she has been trafficked, but that she's being abused in that home. So when we took up the case with the children officer, and when now they were looking at how is she related to this family, when did she come, what does she do, that is when it was discovered actually this is a trafficking case.
Okay, I have one question that I don't think it's very necessary, but
it is necessary.
You said that that you have some other like 27 child helplines, and they use the same number.
Yes.
What if I call from Kenya and my call goes to Uganda?
It will not.
How?
It will not go to Uganda. Let me say telecommunication. It's very complex, but what it means is between countries, between different localities or locations are mapped out using something they call boosters. Mm-hmm. So the booster is able to tell which this call is coming from where. And so that call will only be received within that space where it has been mapped. Yeah. That is why for you to make a call to Uganda, there's a code you have to put. So let's start from Kenya. For Kenya, for you to call someone here, you have to put +254. Exactly. So each country has that code. And that code helps the mapped out boosters to know where is this call coming and where is this call going. Now, when you are at the border, say Busia, sometimes there's a mix of networks. So you might find your call going to the other country. But the telecommunication mapping is very clear in terms of the locality where the call will be made. So it's very difficult, very rare for you to get a call that is made from Uganda coming to Kenya because of those codes that are linked to all the calls.
Okay, just finishing up. You said maybe in the borders.
Yes.
So, for example, if my call goes to Uganda, just a mix-up, how are the Uganda child helpline going to help me?
They will help you. They will find out where are you. Then you will say, I am in Busia, but this side of Kenya. And then they will see whether they are able to then link with the officers at the border to find you and give you support, the support you need. Actually, the idea was that a child does not need to remember where they are. They just need to know the number 116. If they find themselves in Zambia and they call 116, they will be assisted. So that is the idea. So that you don't need to overthink. Where am I now? I am in Namibia. So what is the number here? You shouldn't have to struggle. So that is what we are doing as African countries to make sure all our children in Africa only need to know the number
116.
And wherever they are, they can be assisted.
Children, remember, the child helpline number is very simple, a 3-digit number, which is 116. Let us say it now together. 116. Please don't forget that number because I know you guys are really bright. You're not gonna forget that. So thank you very much. See you next time, guys. I've been your host, Blessed Barak Juma. Bye.